name is Christopher Allen, and I joined the church in the spring of 1980, along with my parents, Pat and Lee Allen. Shortly thereafter, I went away to boarding school and didn't really return to Brick, except for holidays, until the late 80s, when I became an usher. It was at that time that my church journey began, and it is still ongoing, and I hope it goes on for a long time to come. I first became a deacon in 1994 when I was the head usher, and I served on a number of ministries involved with delivering food to the homeless and underhoused. And I found that very enjoyable and challenging. I then became an elder in the first years of this century, where I was the chair of the Joint Finance Committee for a couple of years, and I had the pleasure of working on the renovation of the sanctuary in 2004. And that was a great, uplifting experience that I remember to this day. Sunday worship is very, very important to me, and that's why I've been the Church Beadle for almost 10 years, succeeding Ellsworth Stanton. I appreciate the fact that we have a somewhat formal service, not because of the formality per se, but because it gives me an opportunity to order my thoughts and worship and help me focus on God's meaning to us and God's work with us and our work for God. That has been the most important part of my ministry, and I really do enjoy the upkeep of the sanctuary and making sure things really, I would say, best preserve our heritage and help us put our best foot forward. The Order of St. Paul is a very important ministry at church, and I think it's unique to Brick. It helps the children become involved and participate in worship in a meaningful way that they appreciate and will help them grow in their worship, and help the church grow. And it serves as an example for other children so that all of the children who have in New York have many, many things pulling them in many directions, have a reason to come to church and be actively involved. It's something that we have done in this church for decades, even longer than I've been alive, and it's always been an important part of Brick, and I hope it stays that way. I truly enjoy serving the church in many, many ways. And I have always had a particular love in cooking for friends and family. I could never ever own a restaurant, even though I love to cook. But for friends and family, I will go beyond and above to try to make something special. That's why I've cooked the congregational dinner, and that's why my mother cooked the congregational dinner 4 years before me. It's truly a labor of love, but it is something I enjoy, and seeing people come together in a house of worship and truly enjoy their time here is something that I find extremely fulfilling. I see the light of Christ shining in Sunday worship. As I'm fortunate to sit in the chancel, I get a chance to look out and see the faces of the congregation who are in attention and drawn to the service. And I especially enjoy seeing the children sitting on the chancel steps for the children's message, and they are truly enraptured. And that to me is Christ's light shining through on every Sunday morning, and it's spectacular. I also see Christ's light shining to us through the many ministries that we are fortunate enough to support at Brick, especially those that deal with outreach to the less well-off and cooking for individuals who don't get enough to eat and delivering food to those who cannot get out. That is Christ's light shining to me in each individual member of the church as they contribute, and it's something I enjoy seeing every single day. What does Brick Church mean to me today? In its simplest, my simplest answer would be that it is home. It's a spiritual home. It's a friendly home. It's a family home. It's a place that has a big part of my heart, probably the biggest part of my heart. And I just truly enjoy walking through the doors every Sunday and every other day that I'm at church. It's just become part of my life, and I can't imagine doing without it.